And now for your Hopkinton Hillers. In goal, double zero, Ayla Chase. Number 24, Alex Clark. Number 21, Riley Carlin. Number 16, Anaga Kokarni. Number 18, Ashley McCann. Number 6, Laura Mosher. Number 9, Maren O'Connor. Number 13, Emma Prisco. Number 10, Madison Recupero. Number 17, Nicole Tetstone. And number 11, Nina Giganotto. The Heroes are coached by Coach Tom Skiba. And now if everybody could please rise and face the flag behind the scoreboard for the playing of our national anthem.
We get all of them?
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Hopkinton High School turf fields for Hopkinton Hillers Varsity Soccer on HCAM. Tom Nappy here on the call for this Division I round of 16 matchup between 10th seeded Newton North and the 7th seeded Hopkinton Hillers. Happy to be with you on the call on this windy evening for what should be a great game between two very talented teams. And it is certainly a windy night out there. It's windy and chilly, but a good crowd on hand to take in this playoff action. And if you're coming, certainly bundle up a little bit, folks. It's a little chilly with heavy wind gusts from time to time, as you'll most likely hear from now and then during the broadcast. But a great atmosphere for a playoff game, and we are just about set to go in this win or go home matchup. Obviously, the MIAA postseason is one loss elimination, so you got to go out there and you got to get the job done, and that's certainly what the Hillers did just a couple days ago, where they took down 26-seeded Shrewsbury to get to the round of 16. The Hillers are the 7th seed, and they come into this game with 16 wins, 1 loss, and 2 ties. Newton North has 10 wins, 7 losses, and 2 ties. But records that don't matter much in this bracket. It is tough throughout in this D1 state tournament bracket. And it has already been lots of upsets throughout the state. And you're getting teams that you're not necessarily familiar with, so they might have a surprise or two for you perhaps. So you never know what can happen in the state tournament, and that's what just makes this format so great. Gives every team a nice equal chance. And we are ready to go. Newton North in the white jerseys with orange numbering. The Hillers in their home green jerseys, and we are underway here at the Hopkinton High School turf fields. In the Hiller territory, out of play it goes. Throwing for the Hillers. And while we were setting up before, the wind was causing havoc with us. But we will hopefully have a flawless broadcast for you tonight. Recupero looking to drive upfield. It's sent out of play. Josephine Thomas knocking it out of play. Throwing Hillers. Hopkinton Hillers led by head coach Tom Skiba, who's done a terrific job with this Hiller program. Newton North looking to drive into the attack zone. Mosier gets there and is able to send it up the far side, but it's deflected back. Mosier trying to move it up the sideline. It'll be a Newton North throw-in now. Newton North beat Newton South to get to this game. A 2-1 final, so it was a game that went down to the wire and was certainly a good crosstown battle of Newton in the round of 32. The good news is neither team had to travel too far. Along the far side corner, knocked out of play, Hiller ball. Got Ayla Chase in net for the Hillers. And for Newton North, Alyssa Kraus. As Newton North gets the ball back, well, you're seeing Newton North get some control going here in these early minutes. And this is a time of game and a lot of these playoff situations where both teams are just kind of feeling each other out. Newton, as it will be Hiller ball, free kick. Newton North led by head coach Brian Layton. Tigers of Newton North. Set to send it upfield, Alex Clark. And she gets some good air under that one. O'Connor looking to get through the defense. It's just sent away. Well, the two defenders pulled back to stay in front of those Hiller forwards. Recupero now trying to put on some moves. Gets it back to Kilcarney. Recupero had a hat trick in the round of 32 game the other night. And Tedstone trying to drive in, deflected out of play. Getting a piece of it was Grace Marchand. Hillers are going to have a corner. For the Hillers, they had a tremendous corner in their round of 32 game against Shrewsbury, and I believe it was how they scored their 5th goal of the game. They put up 4 goals in the first half, 2 more in the second half, and actually you'll see those highlights at the halftime break. As Nina TZ sends it into the box, going to get through everybody. Recupero going to track it down. Working the far side. Along the top of the box, looking for Kilcarney, sent away. Back out of play it goes. Hiller throwing. Just about 4 minutes into action here in half number 1. Colleran driving in, crosses it, and it's wrapped up by the keeper. Well, that's what you want to do if you're the Hillers. Get that pressure on net and find ways to get into that attack zone. Colleran along the far side, surrounded by defenders, stolen away. I'll tell you, it looks like this Newton North team, they got some good control with the ball, and they can steal it away from you. And that's picked up by Ayla Chase. Ayla sends it far side. Hillers looking to switch it up here. Recupero trying to work the sideline, deflected out. Off the entry. Out of play goes. Throw in for the Hillers. And that is popped out of play. We'll do it again. Off the entry. And deflected off for Recupero and out. The lights are on here at the turf field, and the wind is blowing. But there was a couple of wind gusts that were pretty unbelievable. Well, we were setting up prior to this game, so I'd expect you might see a couple glimpses of that in the game, and I'd say wind will certainly have an effect on where the ball goes as well. Hiller throw-in. Trying to work the end line was O'Connor. It's knocked out of play, and it's going to be Newton North Tigers ball. Hiller girls volleyball will also be in action tonight. They are squaring off with TVL rival Westwood in a round of 8 matchup. The winner will head to the Final Four. That game will be live at 6:30. O'Connor a little tripped up, but able to stay with it. Gets it over to Nina. Hiller's trying to work the ball around. Clark sends it up. Oh, that was a good job by Clark. It deflected off of Sophia Mitchell, but she stays in front of her and is able to knock it up the field. Header by Nina along the far side. That's Colleran. And a play it goes. Well, to start this game, Newton North was keeping it in Hiller territory, but now for a couple of minutes, Hopkinton getting it into Tigers territory pretty quickly. Good steal there. That's Recupero putting on the moves. Back to Nina, now to the near side, Tedstone. Tedstone's trying to set it up. Kilcarney plays it off her body. Out of play along the near side, throw in Tigers. Out of play. Newton North will have another throw-in. On the entry, Ellie Advisor. Winner of this game will advance on to the round of 8 and take on the winner of Wellesley and Lincoln Sudbury. Wellesley the 2 seed, Lincoln Sudbury the 15 seed. Hillers off the throw-in. Kilcarney trying to get through. Tedstow, and popped out of play. Off of Vivian Kreitzer, one of the captains for this Newton North team. Emma Prisco on the entry. Back out it goes. There's a throw-in. Should get a big gust of wind hitting us. Hillers will have it now. Prisco on the entry. Looking for O'Connor. Newton North trying to get through. Sent up the sideline by Kreitzer, deflected out. Stays with Newton North. The entry there was Hot Fuel. Sent over, Kilcarney battling it out. Sent up the near side and out. It'll be a Hiller throw-in. Prisco gets it into Kilcarney. Nina airs it out. Recupero looking for the takeaway. She gets there, putting on the moves, and stolen back. Oh, that was a nice response by Hot Fuel. Along the far side. And it's going to be Hiller ball. Popped up. Stays in play. Got her by Clark. Some good back and forth here. And Recupero was trying to work the sideline, but knocked it out of play. And it'll go to the Hillers. That'll play along the end line. Tigers working it around. See if they try to switch here. Recupero able to get there. Over to Colleran. Well, every round in this postseason is going to get harder and harder. And this game tonight looks like it should be a battle. Off the throw-in. Trying to work her way in. Sends it out in front. Deflected out by a defender. Along the sideline. That was Prisco sending it back into the box. Sent out. Nina. Needed to O'Connor. And she gets it over to Colleran. And a shot, and it's wrapped up. Well, that was a nice shot from the far side. Good pressure by the Hillers. And a collision there. Tigers ball. Into Hiller territory. Mosier sends it up and out. Off the throw-in. And that was deflected out of play by Prisco. Well, both teams have gotten one shot on net so far. Actually, the Hillers have two. O'Connor slipping through. Sends it up, looking for Colleran. Colleran flying up the field. And it's deflected out of play. Hillers going to have a corner. Looks like Recupero might take it. Matty Recupero set to send it in. Gets it into the box. Oh, it goes by Colleran and by Nina. Tedstone now. And deflected out of play. It was off of Tedstone. She was hoping somebody would be along the right side, but no one there. And that's going to be a push call. Free kick for Newton North. Aired out. O'Carney looking for the steal. And we'll get it. Sends it up, and O'Connor was just shy of getting there. Along the near side now. Mosier looking to stay in front of it. And pops it out of play. Off the throw-in. Along the end line, Hiller's trying to keep it in. Out of play it goes. And it's a corner for the Tigers. Well, a little miscommunication there, I think, among the defenders. Off the corner. Far side of the box. Looking for a shot. The defenders swarm in. Towards the net, wrapped up. Chase sends it out. Clark airs it out. Off the throw-in. Burning it up the field. That is Recupero, and it's deflected out of play. What a great job by Recupero. She rushes up the far side, gets towards the end line, pops it off a defender, draws the corner. Sends it into the box. Along the top, looking for the shot. Colleran falls down as she got tripped up. I think it was that surface. Must be a slippery surface out there today. I've seen a number of the girls out there just lose their footing. And obviously the wind's not helping, but you got to think there's some leaves out there too. They try to clear them off as much as possible, but when you mix leaves and a turf surface, it can get pretty slippery. Recupero putting on the moves. Sends it up over to Colleran. Colleran going to send it back. Hiller's looking for the switch. Mosier finds Prisco. Prisco, Tedstone. Tedstone gets it over. Here goes Maren O'Connor. Slips it through. Nina, top of the box, takes the shot just wide. Nina trying to go long distance there and was looking for the corner of the net. Just a little bit wide. O'Connor rushing in, nearly had a steal. O'Connor looking to stay with it, sent up the far side. Clark gets in front of it, pops it out. Throw in Tigers. Looking to get through, sent away. Recupero. Gets it to Kilcarney. Some open space for the Hillers to work with. Kilcarney. And that is sent away. And now looking for a breakaway is Hot Fuel, and out of play it goes. Well, that was a good job by Grace Marchand staying in front of it. Popped out by Prisco along the near side corner. Looking to send it in along the far side of the box. Nice job there clearing it out. Well, these defenders, they're going to be working this game. Here's O'Connor, sent out. Newton North gets the ball back. Just about at the midway point of this first half. Off the entry. And along the top of the box now, sent away. Nina TZ able to pop that one out of the danger zone. Over to the far side, sent out. Hiller throwing. Well, the Hillers bringing in Catherine Chow and Natalie Prisco. Get a little more speed in there. Trying to work the far side. And a nice steal there by Mosier. Hillers looking to move it into Tigers territory. Recupero airs it out, gets it out in front, and it'll roll to the keeper. Trying to track it down, Natalie Prisco. And that's sent out. Hiller throwing. Emma Prisco takes it. Natalie back to Emma. And it's going to go Hiller way. They'll get Newton North with a little push there. Free kick for the Hillers. Alex Clark taking it. Sends it up the right side of the box. A little too much. Well, with the way the wind's blowing, if you're along the right side, you probably want to go a little more left than you normally would. A little delay in getting the soccer ball out there. It's all right. The ball girls and ball boys out there doing a great job. We have a number of the youth program doing the ball duties today. Colleran along the far side. Recupero trying to keep it in. She will. Looking to turn it upfield. Sneaking through into the box and sent out. Nina towards the net and wide. That was a good job by Recupero, getting by two defenders there. That is aired out. Set back. Along the far side. And popped into Hiller territory. Kayla will come out and wrap it up. Pretty good hang time on that one. Oh, it landed behind Chow and she lost it. Out of play it goes. Hiller ball as we approach 16 minutes left in this first half. Along the far side. And nice job there by Marin O'Connor. Hiller throw-in. Off the throw-in, Colleran. Trying to track it down along the end line, and Newton North arguing for possession, and looks like they will get it. Aired out. That is sent up and taken away. Walsh sending it up, and good takeaway there by McCann. But a little too far on the boot there. Tigers throw in. Off the entry. And the Tigers get another throw in. Colleran sends it up. O'Connor looking to sneak through, and it's booted away. And here comes the Tigers. Looking to drive down. That's Hot Fuel who sends it back. Now along the far side. Sent up by Caruso. And a boot. Header, and what a save! Oh, ball comes loose! Out in front, and it looks like Newton North has a goal! What a sequence that was! Well, Newton North taking the early lead at 13:33. Left to go in this first half. Well, Ayla made a fantastic save. It's a shame that it had to slip out of her hands. And I believe the goal scorer was Xiaowei Ku, number 15. Hiller's working along the far side. Hiller's hoping to respond before the half is out. Colleran. And out of play it goes. Another throw in for the Hillers. Well, you can see Newton North, they're keeping an eye on Recupero and Colleran. They know about the speedsters. Corner for the Hillers. Tanina. Oh, Nina deflecting it. Nina had some space to work with. I don't know if she was aware that no one was in behind her, but if she just stopped that ball, turned around. Off the entry. Set up off of Nina. Good boot there by Clark. And that is sent over to the near side towards Natalie Prisco. And a play it goes off the defender, throwing Hillers. Emma Prisco takes it. O'Connor trying to work her way in. Well, you can see this Newton North team, they're playing aggressive. They're going to stay right on top of the ball. And they're not afraid to go one-on-one with you. Emma Prisco looking to get it in, deflected. Battle along the end line. And it's going to be Newton North ball. Winning those battles along the end line, it's going to be essential in this game. 11 minutes left to go. Along to the top of the box, O'Connor. A nice move there. Another defender comes in and they clear it away. Along the far side. Newton North looking for an attack. Clark slides and knocks the ball out of play. Tigers have the throw in. Back out of play now. Hiller throw in. Colleran. Looking for Recupero. Recupero puts a move on. Here she goes. Recupero rushing into the box. Stars it in. Takes it. Oh! Off the post. Out in front. There's a shot. Ball comes loose. And it's deflected out of play. The secondary shot was Natalie Prisco. And Newton North arguing for a handball. Oh, that was a great drive upfield by Recupero. She got a great shot on net, but just hit the post. Ball deflects out, top of the box. Then it was actually Chow who tried to put it in. And then it was deflected out. So it will be Tigers ball. There's a header. Good header there by Natalie Prisco. O'Connor sends it over. Sent up, back to Prisco. Crosses it. Recupero sends it out. Hiller is looking for an attack. Sent to the far side towards Colleran. And knocked out of play. Hiller throwing. Eight and a half minutes left to go. Fotini Granzos coming into the game. Colleran going to come out for a breather. Yeah, you're going to see subs probably a little more frequently with the high intensity of this game. Newton North ball. Along the sideline, Nina gets in front of it, trying to keep it in. She got there a little late. Or actually, that was Hiller throwing. So she got there just in time. Nina sends it over. Set up by Emma Prisco. Natalie Prisco slips it through. Looking to get it to O'Connor, deflected out. Well, that was a good feed there. Sent over and deflected back out. Well, these defenders, they're not going to give you much room to work with in the attack zone. O'Connor. Recupero coming through. Looking for the trip, and she's going to get it. Free kick for the Hillers. Looks like Recupero's going to take it. Newton North forming a wall in front. Now, where's she going to go? Is she going to try to go over the wall, or is she going to just pass to her left and see if the Hillers could get a quick shot from the middle? And she's going to go over and just wide. Now, the wind is blowing towards the Newton North net, so it is going to carry the ball a little bit. There wasn't necessarily too much wind blowing at that moment where she took that kick, but certainly something to be aware of. Along the far side, McCann got a piece of it. And now Clark trying to send it away. Newton North will have the throw in. I'm doing my best with these Newton North jerseys. They do have smaller orange numbers on the back, so not the easiest numbers to see, folks, so bear with me. There's a boot towards the net and wide. Five minutes and 15 seconds left to go in this first half. 1-0 Newton North lead. Along the far side, Recupero. Trying to burn it up the sideline and deflects it off the defender, throwing Hillers. Off the entry. Back out it goes. Tigers throwing now. They'll do it again. Goes back to the Hillers. Substitution for the Hillers. Allison Green coming into the game for Marin O'Connor. Recupero putting on the moves, looking to fake out some defenders along the far side. Grazos deflects it back to Recupero. Sent over to Nina. Nina TZ approaching. And a battle for it. Here's Emma Prisco, sends it to Natalie. Trying to get it towards the top of the attack zone. Nina gets in there. Chow sends it back. Back to Nina. Nina. Oh, was looking for Recupero there. Pass deflected. Grazos. Body check there. Throwing Hillers. Prisco gets it in. Sent over. That's Fotini Grazos. Another throw in for the Hillers. Along the corner. It's Recupero trying to come out with it. Recupero slipping by defenders towards the end line, and did she draw the corner? No. Into the game for Newton North, Caroline Darcy. Sent up the far side. Chow looking to get in there. Nina sends it up. Back over to Chow. Nina. Header by Green. Natalie Prisco shaking off defenders. Gets it over to Nina TZ. Pass over to Emma from McCann. Along the near side, out of play. We're under 2 minutes left in the first half. Popped out. Throw in for the Hillers. Emma Prisco takes it. Looking for Green. Chow gets in there. Nice slide. Prisco sends it over. And sent away. Nina. Here comes Alex Clark. Rushing in. That's a blatant trip. Free kick for the Hillers. And Coach Skiba saying, you got to go, time running low. Header. And that's going to do it for the first half. So after one half of play, the Hillers find themselves in an unusual position, trailing 1-0. It's quite a battle we have going here. Good news for the Hillers. They did get some good momentum towards the end of that first half and were able to keep the ball in Newton North territory for quite a bit. But a whole nother half to play. It's a 1-0 Newton North lead at the halftime break. You are tuned in to Hopkinton Hillers Girls Varsity Soccer on HCAM. And now enjoy the highlights from the last Hiller girls soccer game as well as the girls volleyball playoff run. Hiller girls varsity soccer finished the regular season with 15 wins, 1 loss, and 2 ties, and earned the 7th seed in the Division I state tournament bracket. In the round of 32, the 7th-seeded Hillers welcomed in 26th-seeded Shrewsbury Colonials. The Hillers got their offense going early and often. For the Hillers. Over towards Recupero. Recupero charging in. Into the box, around the defender, takes it and makes it. Madison Recupero does it again and starts the Hillers off in style. A 1-0 Hiller lead at 34-19 left to go. That pass just got away from her a little bit. You see the Hillers, they're moving people all over the field, trying to create some confusion as Recupero goes up the sideline over to Colleran. Colleran trying to cut in. Along the end line, loose ball. O'Connor fighting for it. Takes the shot, and the Hillers have another one. The Hillers just finding ways to break free in the attack zone. And Marin O'Connor makes it 2-0 at 30-25 left to go. Recupero. Recupero looking to close in, sends it in front, and it's off the post and then put in! a deflection. I got Kilcarty able to knock it in. Looking to sneak in there is Recupero, and she absolutely blasts another goal for the Hillers. Maddie Recupero just slipped right in the attack zone, and there was really no chance at stopping that shot. She absolutely blasted it into the right side of the net. And that will do it. The first half comes to an end, but the Hillers starting things off in style. Not one, not two, not three, but 4 goals in the first half. Ratsos. Sit back to Nina. Chow gets a piece of it. Into the box. Recupero able to just nick it by the goaltender and into the net. How about another one for the Hillers? A hat trick for Maddie Recupero as she scores at 20:08 left to go in the second half. Puts a nice 5 on the scoreboard for the Hillers. Corner opportunity for the Hillers. They continue to bring the pressure here in these final minutes. And did that go in? Yes, it did. Wow, off the corner. You don't see that every day. How about another one for the Hillers?
The Hillers take the 6-0 win over Shrewsbury and advance on to the round of 16, where they host 10th seeded Newton North. Madison Recupero netted a hat trick in the win and now has 50 career goals and 28 goals this season. Congratulations on the 50-goal landmark, Maddie Recupero. Hopkinton Hiller girls volleyball finished regular season play with a record of 16-4 and clinched the 4 seed in the Division II state tournament. The Hillers started their playoff run on Monday, November 4th in the round of 32. The Hillers hosted 29 seeded Scituate. Steve Sweetapple and Matt Clancy had the call.
There's too many unforced errors. Elsa. Evie, what a rocket. 21-16, Hillers 5-point lead here late in the first set. Floats one in, Grant handles that. Scanlon, outside, no, net. Off the net, Thompson couldn't get it over. Nice. There we go.
Serve, Gabby.
And Hopkinton takes the first set, 25-16. Go.
What a great serve.
Yep, miscommunication there. Hopkinton very sloppy in the back tonight.
Yep.
Just not getting consistent serve, receive passes, and that's out.
Great eyes.
Hopkinton takes the second set, 25-15 for a 2-0 lead. Elsa. There's a good set and a great approach.
Wow.
Hillers 2 points away. Liv, Gabby, bump set outside. Elsa's going to roll it. Thompson,
My
going
goodness,
over.
What a play by Thompson.
Gabby, outside Elsa. Good swing. That's it. Hopkinton takes the third set, 25-14 for a 3-0 sweep of the Scituate Sailors in the second round of the MIAA state tournament.
The Hillers take the 3-0 sweep and advance on to the round of 16. In the round of 16, the 4th-seeded 17-4 Hillers hosted 13th-seeded Dartmouth on Wednesday, November 6th. Matt Clancy had the call.
Sobron on a good serving run. Liv, Gabby, Evie in the middle, just pops it over. Nice job, Evie. Way to read that. The block is getting really aggressive from Dartmouth. Elsa, nice serve. Kyla Martin controls that one. Barber going up in the middle. Big block at the net there. And they're going to call into the net there. Another good serve that skims off Joaquin. Oh, and Barber tried to be sneaky and just dump that over, and she went right into the net. 24-19. We've hit set point. Elsa, nice serve. Coming back over. Take that, Evie. Nice job by the Hillers. Nice job by Evie to take that first ball. 25-19. Hopkinton takes set number 1. Willie McKinnon back to serve. Nice deep serve. Handled well, though. Adriana, great spot. Nobody was there on that wing. Cammie gets to that one. Gabby's going outside for Elsa. Big swing. Handled well by the back row. Ooh, kind of carried over almost there from Cordero. Dartmouth in system. Martin mishits it. Soph was there for the block to finish it. Great point for the Hillers. They take set number 2, 25-16. Just a floater. Leary controls it. Barber's going outside for McKinnon. Off the block. Good reflexes by Elsa. Gabby, nice job not going to the net. Big swing by Evie to put it away. 23-17. Gabby with the serve. Mishandled. Dartmouth trying to get this in play. Liv to Gabby. In the middle for Evie, who takes a big swing. Nothing they can do. Hopkinton takes it. 25-17. They advance to the round of 8, the quarterfinals.
The Hillers take the round of 16 sweep over Dartmouth and will next host TVL rival Westwood in the round of 8. The game will take place on Friday, November 8th at 6:30 p.m. at the Hopkinton High School Athletics Center.
Welcome back to the Hopkinton High School turf fields. We are ready for the second half. A 1-0 Newton North lead. Tom Nappy on the call, happy to be with you. Denise Untakia on camera. It has been a great battle between the 10th-seeded Newton North Tigers and the 7th-seeded Hopkinton Hillers. We have switched sides. Hillers will now be working right to left across your screen. Hillers in the green, Newton North in the white, and we are underway in the second half. Recupero putting on the moves. The Hillers are working against the wind now, and it is an inconsistent wind, but it can sometimes get strong. We'll see how that pans out for him as Kilcarney puts it towards the end line, popped out of play. Working right to left across your screen. In the box, Kilcarney trying to get there, and it's knocked out of play. Hiller is going to have a corner. That's a good way to start the second half if you're the Hillers. Get that immediate pressure going. Nina TZ set for the corner. Airs it out. In front of the net, Kilcarney pops it up, and it's knocked loose and covered up by the keeper. Oh, that was a good job by Alyssa Kraus. Kraus did a nice job there, covering that one up as it's deflected out of play. Throw in Tigers. Hillers get it back. McCann off the entry. Gets it in towards Colleran. Knocked out of play. Colleran was trying to argue for possession there. And that one just thrown out of play. Hillers get it back. McCann gets it in. Colleran looking to get through. Recupero now. Along that sideline, just keep, oh, they're gonna whistle it out. It was rolling along the line, so technically it was out. That one gonna get through, out of play. Hiller ball. Can on the entry. I'll tell you, this has been a tough physical game. These two teams really battling it out. And it's going to be a corner for the Hillers. It looks like Recupero's gonna take it. Nice job by Colleran along the end line there. Recupero sends it in. Along the top, there's a shot wrapped up. And that was Clark on the shot. They're hoping she'd be able to power it in. Great pressure from the Hillers here in these early minutes of the second half. Clark airs it out. Well, it's going to be essential for Newton North. Can they hang with the Hillers? The Hillers can play with high intensity all game. Newton North certainly played with very high intensity in that first half. Can they do it all game long? We're going to find out. Out of play it goes. Throwing Hillers. McCann will take it. And deflected out of play. Clark trying to stay in front of it. Mosier gets under it towards Kilcarney. And out of play it goes. Just out of the reach of Sawyer Gallivan. McCann on the entry. Oh, look at that drop in front of Recupero there. A little too much to the left. And nicely done by McCann there, but it's taken back. And now Nina getting in there. Good body check delivered. And it'll roll to Ayla. Gets it out to Clark. Clark putting on the move, sends it over McCann. Scoots it up the sideline to Colleran. And knocked out of play. McCann has the entry. Back out, Hiller ball. And quickly into Colleran again, drops it in front of her. Kilcarney able to get it towards Colleran. Oniga now gets it out. Colleran crosses it into the box. Looking for O'Connor there. Colleran off the defender. And knocked out of play. Throwing Hillers. That was a great attack to start off the second half. Into the box. And it is going to be a corner for the Hillers. Nicely done by Recupero. Gets it in, out in front, popped up. Oh, McCann lost her footing there. Nina getting in there. Deflected, Clark trying to take it away. O'Connor gets it over. The Hillers doing a nice job keeping it in Newton North territory. They're trying to create some confusion along the attack zone so they can break someone through. And Clark gonna get whistled for that. Little body check there. Free kick for the Tigers. Grace Marchand set to take it. Airs it out. Clark gets a piece of it. Here comes Tedstow. Tedstow looking to get through. Gets it over to her right. Kilcarney's there. Kilcarney slips it over. Recupero looking to follow through. Nina gets in front of it. Deflects out. Tedstone gets a piece. Kilcarney back to Tedstone. And set that up play. Hiller throwing. McCann on the entry. Kilcarney battling it out for the ball. Knocked out a play. It's going to be a Hiller throw-in. Nice win along the sideline by Anaga. McCann gets it in. And it's going to be free kick for the Hillers. McCann going to take it. Wall of three in front of her. You go around it, slip it to Nina, or you go straight through. See what she does here. She's going to go straight through, wrapped up by the keeper. Good hang time on that one. Recupero. Gonna keep it in along that sideline. Got double teamed there. Hiller ball. McCann on the entry. Knocked out a play. Hillers will have another throw in. McCann takes it. And O'Connor trying another throw in. Sent out along the corner of the box. Recupero trying to get around the defenders. Pop back out of play off of Newton North. Can on the throw in, sent over to O'Connor, and it's going Newton North's way. Off the entry. Recupero gets it back to Clark, who puts it towards the attack zone. And Kilcarney with it. Gets it up over to O'Connor, putting on the moves along the top of the box. Looking to sneak it through. Cleared away. Throwing Hillers. Emma Prisco takes it. Prisco sends it up. Prisco battling it out. Stays with the Hillers. Into Nina. Nina turns it around, rips the shot, it's just wide. Well, that was certainly had the velocity you wanted. Just didn't quite have the angle. About 11 and a half minutes into the second half. Hiller's doing a great job keeping it in Tigers territory. We'll see if that continues. Nina gets in there. Kilcarney now. Hanaga tripped up. Nina battling it out. Mosier sends it back to Chase. Ayla. Prisco moves it up the sideline. And that one sent up by Colleran. Recupero trying to get there in O'Connor. And they nearly had a 2-on-1 situation. It was just a deflected out of play. Throwing Hillers. Nina looking for the steal. Along the far side. And nicely done there by McCann to keep it in Newton North territory. Tedstone getting a piece of it. Sent up into Hiller territory. And now driving down is Kraus, and it's put out of play. So Newton North looking to get some momentum. Off the entry and out of play off of Newton North. Ayla gets it over to Mosier. Now to Clark. See if Clark airs this one out. She does. Kilcarney trying to get there. Plays it off her body. Kilcarney looking for Tedstone. Tedstone over to O'Connor. Back to Tedstone. Pass got away from her a little bit. She keeps it in. Crosses it. Deflected towards the net, and it's wrapped up. Well, Collar had a nice shot there, and Hillers were hoping O'Connor, someone could get in front of the net and knock that one in. Out of play it goes. Hiller throwing. McCann takes it. O'Connor battling for it, and out of play, it's going to be Hiller ball. McCann set for the entry. Gets it into the box. Cleared away. Mosier sends it back upfield. McCann. Out in front, just past the reach of Tedstone, out of play. Throwing Hillers. Into the game for the Hillers, you got Sophia TZ. Into the box, driving in. And they're just able to clear. Tedstone sends it over, and that's going to get a call as Tedstone draws a push. Hiller is going to have the free kick. Now the official's going to talk about something here. They're going to bring out a card maybe, or warning. It was a kind of a hard push there. All right. Nina Zuganeto set to take it. A wall of four in front of her. Nina TZ turns it in off the crossbar. And out of play it goes. That was a beauty of an attempt. Just a little too high. If that was a hair lower, she had a top shelf goal all day long. Just over 16 minutes into the second half. Hillers have been able to keep it in Newton North territory for the most part. Sophia TZ into the box. Trying to slip through is Recupero, sent back. Colleran moves it up. Collar back to Nina. Nina moves it up to Recupero. And now the give and go. Crosses it over. Out in front and sent away. Along the top of the box. There's a shot wrapped up. That was Nicole Tedstone with the shot. And I don't even know if the keeper saw it come until last second. But she's able to wrap it up. And now we'll air this one out, but it's going to go out of play. Or is it? It is indeed out of play. It's going to be a throw-in for the Hillers. Coming into the game, Elise Jacomi. Ashley McCann on the entry. O'Connor sends it over. McCann deflected back. Sophia TZ gonna switch it. Emma Prisco puts it up the far side. That was a beauty of a boot. Prisco moves it back to Mosier. Hiller's gonna switch back. Alex Clark, nice move there. Gets it over. Nina. Crosses it to the near side. McCann. McCann looking to close in. And she got stopped. Mosier. Airs it out. Along the far side. Out of play. Throw-in Hillers. Well, you need a good strong throw-in here. To Recupero. Recupero. Putting on the moves. Works her way in. Takes it off the mark. Well, she might have rushed that shot a tad. Well, the Hillers doing a nice job at keeping it in Newton North territory, but they need to try to grab a goal here. Just under 21 minutes left to go in this game, or at least in regulation. To the near side, out of play. McCann on the entry. O'Connor trying to work her way in, battling for it. Sent up the sideline, kept in play. Looking for a drive upfield, and out it goes. That was off of Isabella Mangata. Here's the throw-in. Out of play. And McCann getting whistled for a push there. Free kick for Newton North as we have just surpassed the midway point of the second half. 1934 and counting. Left to go. Set to take it is Grace Marchand. That one sails up the near side. Hillers are trying to keep it in play there. Out off of Sophia. And it's going to be Hiller ball. That was a good job by, I think it was McCann, who jumped in front of the Newton forward and blinded her. She could see where the ball was, and it ended up sailing out beyond the end line. To the near side and out. Throw in Hillers. They'll do it again. McCann drops it in front of O'Connor. Here comes Tedstone. That's sent up. Nina Moves it to McCann, back to Nina. Gets it over to Mosier. Sophia TC. Looking to drive in. Good steal. Sent into the box to the net and wrapped up. I believe that was Ted Stone. We got the, or excuse me. That was Emma Prisco who got the knock on it. McCann on the entry. Ted Stone gets it over to Recupero. Set back into Hiller territory. Mosier trying to battle for it. Moved up to Nina. Turn and burn. Gets it over to McCann. McCann driving in to the left of the box. And that's sent out. Moved up the field by Walsh. Mosier pops it out of play. Just under 17 minutes left in the second half. Ayla will save that one from going out. Well, the Hillers need to try to get a goal here. Season is hanging in the balance. It's win or go home. Up to Ted Stone. Along the left of the box. And a trip there. They're battling for it. Official letting them battle it out. Oh, I don't know about that. It's going Newton North's way. Well, it looked like the defender was the one who was the guilty party there of the trip. But it goes in favor of Newton North. Aired out. Recupero attacks. Nina sends it back. Clark moves it up. Looking for O'Connor. Here's Clark. Clark sails it to O'Connor. O'Connor back to Clark. Clark crosses it over. Well, the Hillers got that extra attacker up there. Header. Back and forth we go. Along the near side. Clark trying to get the steal. Sends it across. Emma Prisco there. Moves it up the far side. Ended up a couple substitutions. Riley Colleran back into the game for the Hillers. She comes in for Nicole Tedstone. A couple substitutions as well for Newton. Throw in for the Tigers. Along the near side, sent up. In front of O'Connor, sent away. To the near side, that's Sawyer Gallivan. Gallivan working her way through. Hiller's gonna let that one go. Out of play on the Tigers. Hiller ball. Also back into the game, Natalie Prisco. .13:46 left to go. Clark gets under that one. O'Connor. Battle continues along the sideline. Sent up and out of play. Ayla Chase gonna try to air it out. She's kicking against the wind, so hasn't been the easiest situation, but she gets a good one here. Over to the far side. Sent up to Recupero. Clark. Over to O'Connor. O'Connor gets it over. Colleran. Colleran moves it towards the end line. O'Connor battling it out. Along the end line, looking for the cross. Pops it out off of the defender. Corner for the Hillers. Here comes Recupero. Actually, that's Riley Colleran taking it. Colleran airs it out and drops it right into the keeper. Well, that was a nice corner, but the keeper just happened to be in the right place at the right time. Header by Mosier. Recupero. And it's going to go Hiller's way. Clark's going to give this one a boot. Sent up. Colleran along the end line. It'll go Newton North way. Off the entry, out of play goes. Hillers will have it. Looks like we're going to get a timeout. 10:47 left to go. It all comes down to these final minutes. Can the Hillers even this game up? They've certainly been able to maintain control very well in the second half, but they need to tie this game up. You are watching Hopkinton Hillers Girls Varsity Playoff Soccer on HCAM.
Marshall? Is there a banner on the bottom too?
HCAM programming is supported by our viewers, thank you, and by Phipps Insurance Agency, representing companies such as MapFree Insurance. Their family-owned independent agency is deeply rooted in the communities they serve and offer time-tested insurance products to fit individual needs. Since 1950, Phipps Insurance specializes in home, auto, business, condo, and renters insurance.
Welcome back in. We are ready to continue off the timeout. 10:47 left to go. Newton North leads at 1-0. The Hillers need a score to have a chance to force overtime or perhaps go ahead, as that is put out of play. Hiller throwing. Good turnout from Newton North fans here today. Set back to Colleran. Towards the net! Wrapped up. Aired out. Sent up. Newton North looking for an attack. And it's taken back by Clark. Moves it over to Sophia TZ. Along the far side now. That is Natalie Prisco. Prisco along the corner. And it is going Hiller's way. Throw in for Hopkinton. Into Recupero. Recupero brings it out, looking to drive in. Takes a shot and just misses. A little wide. We're under 9 minutes left. Kilcarney with the header. Nina. The header there. It's back and forth along the far side. Looking for the steal. Here they come. Sent over to Kilcarney. Colleran trying to sneak in there. And we're going to get a trip goal against Newton North. Hiller's gonna have a free kick right from the top of the box. Nina TZ set to take it. Oh, you better believe, I'm sure she's gonna put this right towards the net. Here it is. Takes it! Oh, just missed! Just a little wide on the attempt. Push on Kilcarney. Under 7 minutes left. Hiller's running out of time. And a play off of Newton North throwing Hillers. Good throwing by McCann. Back out it goes. She'll do it again. McCann drops in front of Recupero. That should have been a push call. Elbow in the back there to Recupero. McCann takes it. Recupero crosses it. Tedstone along the far side sends it over to Nina. Nina trying to work the defender. Deflected out. Nina steals it away. Off the defender. Back to Clark. Clark takes it. Oh, it's wrapped up. Well, the Hillers throwing everything they got at them. 5 minutes, 41 seconds left to go. I'll tell you, it's been amazing that the Hillers have really controlled the second half. Just having a hard time finding the net. And of course, the only stat that matters right now is scoring a goal. Throwing for Newton North. Colleran with the header. And popped out of play. Hiller throwing. McCann with the throw-in. Along the end line, there's a battle. Trying to slip through is Recupero. It's going Newton North's way. 5 minutes left to go. Aired out, let it go, and out it goes. Well, and that's the way Newton North's having a tough time because the wind is blowing and sending their passes and a lot of their kicks long. And it is going to be Newton North's ball. Airs it out. Clark gets it up. O'Connor looking for Tedstone. Tedstone along the end line, sends it out. Recupero putting on the moves, rushing in, deflected and knocked out of the box. Sent over to the far side. Out of play it goes. Throwing Tigers. And they're looking to box out. It's going to go Hiller way. Ended up rolling out to Kilcarney. Hillers need a move here. Nina drops it in front of Clark. Here she goes. Oh! And Clark ended up, the ball had a bounce past her. She gets back in there. Kilcarney on the attack, set down into Hiller territory. Along the sideline. Popped out of play. Throw in Newton North. Set back down. Kilcarney battling it out. A boot towards the net. Chases way out. She'll run back now. And a slide by the defender, and she's able to knock it away. Well, Newton North nearly had another goal there. Recupero looking for the steal. Aired out and out of play. Hiller ball. The official looking at the watch. Hillers need to really hurry here. Final moments of the second half. Aired out. Oh, a collision between Clark and Recupero. Hiller throwing. Sends it in, O'Connor. Trying to drive in. Sends it across to the net. Wrapped up. The official telling him to move it along. Along the far side. Out of play. Throw in Hillers. Off of Kilcarney. Oh boy, big mistake there. Gives it back to Newton North. Mosier. Battling it out. Newton North driving down. Looking to close in, and she's boxing her out, trying to burn clock. She's keeping that ball in as long as possible. Hey, good box out there. It'll go Hiller's way. They have to work really quick here. Aired out. And that is going to do it. The Hillers are going to fall short by a final of 1-0. A heartbreaking loss. I mean, the Hillers they won the possession battle, especially in that second half. Dominated possession-wise, but they fall short here tonight by a final of 1-0. But congratulations to this Hiller team on a tremendous season. They'll finish 15-2-2. Newton North moving on to the round of 8. Congratulations to the Tigers of Newton North. It was a well-earned, hard-fought win for them, and they improved to 11-7-2 overall. But the Hillers falling short here tonight by a final score of 1-0. And certainly a tough loss to take. The Hillers left it all on the field, really gave it all the effort they had, and they should certainly be proud of the tremendous accomplishments they had this season. And they were the best of the best in the TVL, and a lot of fun to follow. So congratulations to Coach Skiba and the Hillers on a great season, and congratulations to Newton North on the 1-0 victory. Newton North moving on to the round of 8. That is going to do it for our coverage here tonight. Be sure to tune in to Hiller Girls Volleyball. That's getting started up at 6:30. For Denise Untaki on camera, I'm Tom Nappy. As always, we thank you for watching HCAM. We thank you for watching all season long. Take care, enjoy the rest of your evening, and we'll talk to you again soon. Goodbye, everybody.